The latest escalation of violence in Hong Kong sparks calls on the U.S. and the U.K. to stand up to China and defend freedom and liberty in the autonomous city. One America's Kristian Rouz has more.
I would certainly expect to be hearing a louder voice from Britain, and I would like to hear a voice from the White House.
A top British lawmaker is calling on both the UK and the US to stand up to mainland China in Hong Kong. In an interview Sunday, member of the House of Lords and the latest British governor of Hong Kong, Lord Chris Patten, said Beijing is leading an assault against Hong Kong's civil liberties, rule of law and open market economy. Lord Patten believes protesters in the city need stronger international support.
America is supposed to represent an attitude to the relationship between economic and political freedom. So is Britain, which is what has inspired people in Hong Kong.
The autonomous city-state saw a steep escalation in violence Sunday after Hong Kong's Supreme Court upheld a new ban on wearing face masks in public. Demonstrators responded with two separate marches the same day, all wearing face masks, of course, as well as building barricades and throwing petrol bombs. Police used tear gas and arrested scores of protesters, but such actions only provoked further attacks on government buildings and infrastructure. While neither side is showing signs of backing down, a reaction by the international community has been indecisive so far.
Freedom of peaceful assembly, but we're talking about peaceful assembly, should be enjoyed without restriction to the greatest extent possible. But on the other hand, we cannot accept people who use masks to provoke violence.
Over the past few days, Hong Kong officials staged a display of loyalty to Beijing, marking the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. But hundreds of thousands of Hong Kong citizens say the city's communist administration has lost all its remaining credibility and betrayed the city's autonomy. Yet there is a concern China may eventually wear down and stifle the protests unless the international community decisively steps in.
I think British pitifully not to pay much attention to once was their land, and they just abandoned Hong Kong.
Some point out Britain is going through the toughest final part of the Brexit process, which may limit its support for Hong Kong in the coming months. Meanwhile, the US may see Hong Kong as a bargaining chip to add pressure on China amid ongoing trade talks. Amid the UN's inaction, Hong Kong is still on its own as it faces the crushing power of the Chinese military and security forces.
Before long, unless we're very, very lucky, people are going to get killed, people are going to get shot. The idea that with public order policing, you send police officers out with live bullets, with live ammunition, is preposterous.
The use of live bullets by Hong Kong police only fanned the flames of civil unrest as of Sunday night. It remains to be seen if China attempts a military crackdown, but protesters say they stand ready on the barricades around the People's Liberation Army barracks in Hong Kong. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.